So we're going to end up our curriculum preview with just a quick little activity. This is called Patterns in Nature, and this is a science cut-up. And I want to show it to you. It comes with a little booklet that your students can make. And these are the instructions for making the booklet. So I want to focus right here on these questions. We're going to be asking students these questions about what pattern in nature do certain photographs portray, describing the sequence in the pattern, how often the pattern repeats itself, and what causes that. So that's straight from the standard that we're talking about when we look at patterns in nature. So these would be the 4 questions you would be keeping in mind when we're going to look at some different images. So I'll put this off to the side so we can keep our questions in mind. So the first set of cards we're going to take a look at. I'll put these on here. And try to squeeze all these on the screen. So again, your students would take these cards and they would start to sort them out and take a look at them and then answer these questions. So for this particular set, what pattern in nature do these photographs portray? And if you're thinking high and low tide, you're right on the money. And then the specific sequence. So what would be the pattern that they see, what is happening within that pattern? So the pattern is something that repeats over and over, and then a sequence are the steps that would be represented within that pattern. And so your students could describe that a variety of different ways. There's high tide, and then there's low tide, and then there's high tide, and then there's low tide might be a very simple way to describe that. How often does this pattern repeat itself? Well, this one happens about every 6 hours or happens twice a day. So there's a high tide and a low tide twice a day. And then what causes this natural world pattern to occur? This is going just a little bit beyond the standard, but it's a great link in talking about what causes these. And this is the only example within this standard that's not directly linked to the sun because, of course, the moon's gravity pulls on Earth's water on the Earth, and it causes these tides. So there are 5 different card sets in here depicting different kinds of patterns in nature. There's one that is for the tides. There's one for changes in the season. There's one for shadow size, day and night, and changes in moon phases. And I have a set of these for everyone that's watching the video that would like one. Let me take a look, show you what I have for you. So I have a set. It comes as the science cut-ups. Here's the instructions, and then it has the booklet for your students to make. And then it has 5 sets of colored photographs on cardstock. And here's the shadows. Here's the day and night, and here are the phases of the moon, and there's 5 sets of those. To get your copy of this, all I would like for you to do is simply be a part of the discussion. If you'll go back into Canvas and be a part of the discussion, your name will show up, and I will send you a set of these through Intercampus Mail.